Welcome back, boys and girls of Wade with Swamp Donkey Archery. We're going to continue down the bow review path today on the Athens line of 2020 line of bows. Today I got the Ridge 32 and the Ridge 34 that I'm going to do. Going to kind of combine both of them together. They're both really similar. Stats are really close, so we're just going to go ahead and do both of those today. So if you've been interested in the Ridge 34, or even if you've never heard of them before, you might want to stick around and check this out, because I think you're going to be impressed. Alright, so Athens Ridge series bows, the 32 and the 34. So I'm probably going to spend a little more time with the 34 in my hand, because it's a right-handed bow. The 32 that I have is a left-handed bow. But other than that, we're going to be doing the 34 mainly. I'm going to go over stats of both of them. So we're going to start with the 34. So the Ridge 34. Y'all checked this beautiful joker out right here. Y'all look at that. Split limb bow. Look at that camo on there. That is, man, I'm loving this camo. This is called, I know I'm gonna slaughter the name of it. The Kui. It's K-U-I-U. Kui, Verdi, or Verd, one or the other, not sure. That's what this one is. Same thing on the 32. I done a Summit 7 yesterday, and it was a camo as well. It's the Kui Bias. Oh, that's this one here. This is the Bias camo. So this is still, both of these are really cool looking camo. So now we go. We'll get into stats of it. So the Ridge 34. This is called a Ridge 34 because it's 34 inches axle to axle. It's going to have a 6.5 inch brace height, which I think is a good happy medium on the brace height. You're still going to get a little better speed out of it, but it's going to be a little more forgiving than just a straight up 6 inch brace height. Draw length, it's going to go from 25.5 all the way out to 31. So you can get this one, and you can get the Ascent out to 31 inches. The 32 is only going to go to 30.5. Okay, so if you need that extra half-inch draw length, you're a big dude, big long arm dude, you need to check into this 34 because you can get a little bit longer draw length on it. The limb weights that you can get starts at 40 and goes up. You can get 40, 50, 60, 65, and 70-pound limbs. The let off is going to mainly depend on where you have your little stop right here set at. It's going to range between 80 and 90%. That's going to be on both the bows. So the 32, this, oh man, my light just went out. So the Ridge 32, we're just going to rock without my light. Ridge 32 is going to be 32 inches axle to axle. The brace height's a little bit longer, where it's 6 3/4. Like I said, the draw length goes from 25.5 to 30.5, so you lose half an inch on this because of the shorter axle to axle. Same thing on the weight for the limbs, starting at 40, goes all the way out to 70. Both of these bows weigh 4.3 pounds, like physical weights, 4.3 pounds. I'm gonna set that one back down now. All of Athens bows comes with the gas strings on it. Some really nice high quality strings. They'll last you for a while. One thing I think is pretty cool on these, it comes with the 2 rear stabilizer mounts. You got a little higher one here, and you got the lower one right here. Gives you several options for running a back bar on it for the guys that like to run back bars. I like to run a back bar. One thing I really like about this is a split limb bow. I'm just a big fan of split limb bows, mate. I just think they look cool. I mean, no other reason. They look cool. Sometimes they can be kind of finicky to tune. Sometimes they make tuning a little bit easier, but I just like how they look because they look cool. I think this bow is balanced really, really well. Okay, look, I've just got it kind of, my hand sitting on the shelf right there on the riser. It is not falling forward or back, not rocking left or right. Man, I am really digging how this bow balances. It's got a nice little indentation cut out. I don't know if you'd be able to see it on there or not, the way my light is now. It's got a little cut out right there. Gives you a nice little place to lay your fingers, lay your thumb in there. Like I said in the video about the Summit, the camo patterns in these, any of the print patterns, this is a color fusion process. It's not hydro dip. This is not just going to scratch off with your finger. This print is actually like cooked onto the bow. You know, it's going to be a real nice finish to it. Machined aluminum riser. We got the machined aluminum limb pockets. The dual stops on it. You got your limb stop, cable stop right here. Let's see. Of course, you got your string stops. Got the little dampener on it here. I'm guessing that's about it as far as the stats on. I'm gonna go over what the IBO rated, speed rated stats for these. This 34 is rated at 335 feet a second. 32 is just a little bit faster. It's at 340. Now keep in mind, like I said in the earlier video of how they get those numbers for the IBO speed rating is they set the bow up on a 30-inch draw, and then they do 5 grains per pound of draw weight. Okay, so that's how they get those numbers. They're shooting pretty light air out of them, and that's how you get those super high numbers like that. So don't have a 28-inch bow and think that you're going to get 335 feet a second out of it, because you're not. It's got to be the 30 inches to get your get the numbers you're looking for. So I think that's all the stats that I wanted to go over on these. I'm fixing to take this 34 outside. We're going to shoot a few times outside, and we're going to bring it back in, and we're going to burn some through the graph and see what it would look like on the graph. So, all day. Alright, I'm going to give a few of these outside shots so you can just see what this thing looks like in action. We'll continue with the shooting through the graph in there in just a little bit, just giving you a few different views of this so y'all can appreciate her beauty and functionality. Thing's so quiet, smooth. Man, this thing's nice. See if we can get it in frame. Ooh-wee. Y'all, all I'm gonna say is if you hadn't tried to Athens, y'all need to come see me. Okay, that was pretty fun slinging them outside. Man, I'm digging how these bows feel. The draw cycle on these things are really smooth. It does get, I do think this one has a little bit more of an aggressive draw on it, even though it's got the same cams than what the Ascent does. It seems to me like it's got just a little bit more of a spike in your weight, just right before it breaks over. Then it breaks and you fall into that real solid back wall. I think you put a few shots through this thing and it's going to feel really good once you get used to the draw cycle. So here we go with our standard arrows I like to shoot through it. We got the Carbon Express here right at 470 grains. We're going to shoot the X Cutter. This one's right at 370 grains. So we're looking at a 100 grain difference in between the two. We're going to shoot them through the graph, and we're going to see what kind of numbers we get. So here goes the 470. I don't trust that. 266. No, that ain't 266 feet a second. Sometimes I get a little light interference out of these lights in here on my graph, and it'll mess me up. This is real deal, baby. This ain't no rehearsed stuff. Let's see. We're going to put it right there. That's more like it. 291. 291. Pretty fast. Almost 500 grain era. 291. So here we go with the light, buddy. Y'all gonna like this. 320 feet a second. Tell me that bad boy ain't cooking. So that was the Ridge 34. For almost 500 grain air, 470. We're shooting 290, 291. I'm gonna put one more through there. We're gonna put one more through there. Just to make sure. I believe the lighter era, I believe that one being 320. That's smoking, guys. That's cooking. All right, here we go. This one more again. Yeah, 292. I believe that. Now, we're going to shoot 32 next. Okay, so here we go with the 32, the Ridge 32. Now, one thing I forgot to mention earlier is the 34 that I was shooting was a 65-pound bow, and this one is going to be a 60. Also, the 34 was a 29-inch draw. This one's on 28.5. So I expected the numbers to be a little lower on this one because it's 10 pounds lower, or 5 pounds lower on draw weight, and half an inch shorter on draw length. So let's see how this one's going to stack up against it. .262. Not bad. Let's do that one more time. This is still the heavier air. I was expecting it to be a little faster than that, but I guess it's a little short brace height kind of, or short draw lengths affecting it some. Let's see. Yeah, 263. So we'll say 260s on the heavier air. We're gonna shoot the lighter air here. This is the 370 grain. .298. I believe that. 298. We'll do one more. We'll do one more just for safe measures, but I believe that number there. Yep, 297. That's some nice respectful numbers right there. We could have lightened the airs up a little bit more, but I wanted to shoot a little, just shoot the same one, the heavier air, and then the lighter one. That's not bad. I like that. So, man, I'm telling you, the only regret I have about Athens is that I haven't found them before now. I'm very, very impressed with the make and quality of the bows. They, for the price, I mean, these bows are going to sell between $825 and $875, depending on what your camo is on it, what your color scheme is. Man, I'm telling you, these things are some phenomenal bows, and I'm not just saying that. They have really impressed me. Every single one I've put in my hands has been some really cool, really good bows. Really like them. So, but that's it. That's pretty much the entire lineup. I may get a some at 6 in. If I get that one in, you know, a little bit later, I'll do a review on it. But that pretty much is going to conclude my 2020 lineup of the Athens bows. Hope y'all like me running through it. Nice, respectful numbers on all of them. Very good quality bows. I can't wait to get these bad boys sold and get them out there in somebody's hands so they can start shooting them and see what's up with them for themselves. So anyhow, y'all hit that thumbs up button down there and subscribe. It won't take you but a second. Just click that subscribe button, and you know it's right down there. It's in the red. And go ahead and hit it for me. Go ahead and hit it for me. Okay, I saw you did it. Thank you. Appreciate that. So hit me up on social media, on Instagram or Facebook, Swamp Donkey Archery on either one of those. I appreciate everything that y'all do. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the flip side. It's Wade with Swamp Donkey Archery.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's